Good day, ladies and gents. I'm Emilio Colon Sr, and this is the EC Show coming to you from beautiful sunny South Florida. As always, joining me on my left is my right-hand man, Mr. Swagger McDougan's, about that life, Joseph Buto. This is a full EJ production in association with Jeremy Torres and the boys up here at the Performing Arts Center in Coral Springs. Also in the building today is Grace Dykstra. Grace, thank you for joining us. She's in the house with us today as well. The show is fully sponsored by KD Power Greens, our urban farm microgreens company that I own with my kids. Guys, make sure you visit kdpowergreens.com. Also, to get all of your dope EC Respect merch. As you can see, this is a little bit different. The Respect is on the back, but it's at EnasiaColon.com. ENASIACOLON.com. I'll get into this collab in a second. And always a special shout out to our sponsor, AutoNation. Guys, if you're in the business of looking for a brand new car, look no further than AutoNation. They got you covered, especially AutoNation Toyota Weston. Go there, visit them. They take care of everybody, I promise you. You got $1,000, they'll put down another $1,000, they'll make it $2,000. If it's $2,000, they'll add $1,000 to it, they'll make it $3,000. Guys, tell them the boys from the EC Show sent you. Visit AutoNation.com or AutoNationToyotaWeston.com. Joe, good to see you, my friend.
Playing you guys in fantasy. I'm over here just looking at my shit, make sure I'm not missing though.
He gives us shit yesterday because he's like, yo, you're killing us, save some points. I'm like, dude, we got like 5 players going.
Yeah, but like, no, because I just had this conversation with Murata like 2 days prior. I'm like, it doesn't matter who plays me, they have the best week of their fucking life. And I go, Bourne's already out to a 100-point lead, and then he has like 3 players that played. But both your pitchers that you had yesterday balled out.
Yeah, they balled.
And then you had Vientos on your team who got 31 points.
He did, but somebody had freaking Nimmo who had 50.
I got 30 out of Riley Greenhead. So how about this? Last week I was like, I'm gonna make a push for it because I was like, do I set up for next week? Mm-hmm. I ended up not even using all my picks last week.
Right, me neither.
And I'm stuck. I'm gonna that middle week with you right now. That I'm stuck.
Right, I know.
Like I can't. There's not pitchers that I can drop, and I don't want to drop nobody to pick up any pitchers because every pitcher that I got right now I want to keep for next week.
Of course.
So like I'm in that little bubble right now. So I'm gonna try to survive with you.
We're in that situation with just one person, right? With Araz.
Yeah, Araz.
Yeah, because
all my pitchers though. Like I can't really get rid of the guy yesterday because I know he's gonna pitch again before the end of the week. Or I can't get rid of him. I'm in one of those sticky situations. I got like one pitcher.
We don't have anything on this week. We should have something on this week.
But
like a little
bet?
Yeah, like something.
You guys got a 50-point lead right now. I got to crawl out of that hole.
It doesn't matter. In fantasy baseball, it don't mean shit.
Maybe we'll see if we're evened up after tonight.
Like a dinner? Like
dinner's
lunch?
a lot. If we would have did a pre-week, I would have did a dinner.
But what, lunch? The spotters don't cost nothing.
We can do the spotters.
The spotters? So then, the spotters. There you go. The spotters. Ain't nothing.
Damn, it's 2 for 1 though. I gotta feed this guy. I gotta clothe him and feed him.
No, you can just feed one. we just eat one.
I'm just
right, EJ? Didn't we have that the other day when we went to the spotters? The spotter subs are so big. We literally just ordered one, and that was it.
That's why I always get the round roll. It's perfect.
Yeah.
The round roll is like more than enough. It doesn't get you where you just want to die and go to bed, and it's like you can keep it moving. I was watching highlights, and they showed me this guy from Suarez, I think his last name is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so like 4 home runs in the game. I was like, damn, that's fucking sick. Not only the 19th player to ever do it. I go to fantasy, I'm playing him.
Yep.
I was like, yo, you got fucking.
What happened with Judge the first week? Judge out here hitting balls. I'm like, oh, he's doing great.
He's still batting 400?
Yeah,
Jesus
he's up there. Yeah.
Hold on.
Yo, then my dad talked all this shit about Anthony Volpe. I'm like, bro, he's got 8 home runs. He's batting like a 250, and then he just went on another hot streak, Volpe. Let's see. I want to see his Judge is up there. He was like 380 something.
Volpe's batting 229.
By the way, just to let you know, for those that are curious.
Oh, let's get to this.
So what this is a collaboration between ourselves and the New York Bluebirds. The New York Bluebirds are a golf team in the grass league. Excuse me, you can put that up. The grass league out in Tempe, Arizona. There's an event that they have this weekend. And that
it's the draft first.
The draft is on Thursday.
And then the next weekend.
And then the event goes on.
I'm going to watch the draft. It's on YouTube.
Yeah, and then we're going to watch the game.
I need to start learning these players.
Yes, absolutely, 100%. Our guy is Abe Candelaria. We love Abe. Shout out to him. He literally is the team captain and part owner of the Bluebirds. This is Abe right here, as you can see. Look, shout him out.
Yeah.
So Abe came to me.
Any older like PGA players that play this?
No.
Like
because the problem is there's a little between those two leagues. I don't even want to mention it or say it.
It's like a live type deal.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like they get a little bit of, but in all actuality, this is like TGL, which you and I
think that this is perfect for Tiger.
Exactly. It's TGL. It's under the lights.
Yeah, under the lights.
Literally.
It's not an 18 that Titan can't walk.
So on Thursday, the draft is on YouTube, but then on Sunday, the actual final round is on Peacock, and you'll be able to see it.
Do you know where is this?
Brass Clipper Roller is in Tempe, Arizona.
So now is every tournament in or
No. They go to like the next one. I think is in San Diego.
And
like
here?
they're trying to come here. I actually had a conversation
because you need an all par 3 course.
Yes,
right?
but the problem is if you come to Florida, what is the main thing that you deal with when you come to Florida?
Yeah,
the weather. So if you have an event that you're holding underneath the lights and you're promoting it like crazy, and you know how it is, and it rains, your event is done.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if there's no lightning, they play golf in the rain.
Yeah.
It's fucking gnarly watching that shit.
But no,
it's crazy to see how good they are.
No,
because like literally like a club that they would normally hit, they got to go club up and then hit it so much further in the rain. And the fact that they can actually like measure that type of shit, how far off they got to be, it's impressive.
Yeah. So Abe has to do the draft. He actually has to scout players and watch them, and then select who he's going to be on his team to play, and then they go from there. And then they play this weekend, and then hopefully
who doesn't want to watch a whole round of par 3s?
I don't mind it.
I mean, how many hole-in-ones are in the season?
So you got me into it with the cheat, and I think I could do TGL and this more than I can do watching like full golf.
Yeah.
Like I don't think
the Zurich tournament that just passed. I like this because it's teams,
right?
And everyone gets to pick their teammate,
right?
So it's not like you got to just randomly pair up with whoever you rank with. So Shane Lowry and Roy McIlroy were a team, and they were defending champs. And they made a little push towards the end. I think they ended up coming like 12th or something. But there was so many people at the top, like the Hogarth brothers, like they're brothers, and one of them is really nasty, and one of them's like decent.
Yeah.
Like he's got some type of ranking, but he's not like his brother. But they made a push all the way to the end, and they almost won. And the 2 guys that won was both of their first PGA wins on tour. They're both solid. They just never came in first. But
so I'm excited. I'm excited to watch this event. Actually, because I wanna support people that support us.
Yeah.
And because you're my man, and EJ knows, Jeremy as well, how long we've been trying to do this.
So, and stuff like this, like just like collab, like even the Jose Kojima thing, like just
because it gets the name out there more than anything else.
And it's a powerful. We've talked about it 100 times. It's just like the
you don't understand it. We was at the farmers market. Grace, you were there the other day. The Jamaican beef patty guys. If he told me respect one more time, I was gonna be like, "Yo, is that your new version of just saying hello?" Like, because that's all he said every time he saw me.
It's a Jamaican thing. I'm gonna see my boy Juan tomorrow night. Every time I see his name's Dread, but his real name's Juan. We call him Dread. Every time I see him, I go, "Why Juan?" He goes, "Respect." That's it. This is how we say hello, and that's it.
That's just their thing.
And then when he leaves, "Why Juan?" Bless.
So shout out and good luck to the New York Bluebirds. We'll be rooting for you guys. You guys will be
have a great draft.
Yeah, absolutely, because that's important in order to make sure that you guys win for sure.
Speaking of great drafts,
Ken Ward.
Can I tell you about them Giants? We cooked, bro.
EJ, first off, I have to say this.
I don't even want to hear.
We are homers, and we support it. Big shout out to Cam Scatterboo, the running back from Arizona State. He is a New York Giant.
You want to know? I do know who he is.
No, he shrugged his shoulders like, I don't know who he is.
No.
But I'm saying he went to the Giants.
Who gives a shit about him?
He ruined his career.
What?
Oh, you're silly.
Yeah, why?
With Tyrone Tracy, we got the new Ahmad Bradshaw, Brandon Jacobs.
Whoa, I was showing that. What you just say?
Ahmad Bradshaw, Brandon Jacobs. I'm starting to see a little fucking similarities,
Yo, listen,
dog.
I love that pick. I love that pick.
Me too, bro. When my brother, we were in the car, my brother goes, we just got Cam Scatterboo. I go, he's still on the board? I thought he would have been long gone, but supposedly they're saying that his stamina is what dropped him so far back. Okay.
If you would have said his run time, meaning like how fast can he run, then I would understand.
Well, no, they did say his speed too, but then me and Ron were watching his highlights. If that boy gets out in open space, he's fucking gone. I mean, they eventually catch him, but he's got big burst.
He's a football player.
Oh, that
he's
boy.
A football player.
You see what I said? Yo, hey, EJ, I sent this to your dad. My brother read it to me, and I had to send it to your dad. And this is all true. This is all true facts, except for maybe Scatterboo's. I don't know about his, but it says Abdul Carter asked Lawrence Taylor for number 56. Jackson Dart, the quarterback guy, has never slid in his life. Darius Alexander likes to kill his opponent's will and watch them cry to their coach. Cam Scatterboo runs into telephone poles for fun, and Thomas Fedone tattoos himself.
Cam Shadowwood did that when he was a little kid.
It says
yes.
Giants drafted some lunatics.
They did draft some
He
lunatics.
tattoos himself.
Yes.
The guy just sits in the locker room, tattoos himself.
And for the white kids that they drafted, they're naming them the Elite Whites 2.0. That's their name.
But here's a real
to
question.
be a quarterback and never slide, never have slid in your career. You don't think that's wild?
What are you saying, EJ?
Yeah, but why did you draft up to draft Dart? He's not.
I think
he's not better than Shador.
Yeah,
he's not better than Jalen Milroe.
I think that yes, he is. I was actually high on Milroe for a little bit, and then I watched this tape on Jackson Dart, bro. This kid's gonna be like the next Bo Nix, bro.
I don't have a problem with their draft. I thought their draft was really.
I thought we did incredible.
But speaking of,
hey, bro. You're talking about we should have took Shador, a kid who got drafted all the way to the Browns.
Guess
what?
He's
not even gonna play in the NFL.
Because of his dad.
Yeah, well, that doesn't matter. Guess what?
Joe, you and I both know that shouldn't happen.
He's going to Canada.
That shouldn't happen. Yes or no?
The kid still hasn't humbled himself.
This was an argument all weekend.
The crazy part,
he still hasn't humbled himself. Like, yo, maybe I do need a little fucking work. Maybe I do need some work.
One of the most watched drafts. Why?
Because he hasn't got picked up.
Everybody's talking about Shador. Hold him on the board as long as we can to get the views.
Yeah. But here's the thing.
Even that.
This is really messed up.
This
is really messed up. I would even feel some type of way, and I'll explain.
What Joe just said, 100%.
I would feel some type of way for two reasons. Number one, we know that he's better than when he got drafted. That's fact.
I do know that.
Number two, to be drafted number one overall and get talked about the least ever in your life is absurd. But Cam Ward, he's the number one pick in the draft, and no one said anything about the kid.
Did you see him? Came out, no diamonds, no big fancy Rolex, no fucking flashy run out, no. Came out, grabbed his hat, shook the hand, got up the stage.
But wait a minute, Joe.
Moves on.
You and I both know if you were the number one overall, you would have been gleaming.
I'm not fucking Cam Ward. I'd have 15 fucking chains. I'd have 20 chains on.
Jeremy, he would have had a chain that had like a little pendant with a hand like this.
Yeah. I would have been spinning logos on my chain. Yeah, that's me, but like, no, Cam Ward
No, you had a really good draft.
I think we did great. I think we absolutely did great. And listen, again, like you said, his pops. Does everybody want that fucking drama in their locker room?
Nah.
Clearly not. Because the Browns also selected another quarterback before him.
Nobody wants that drama.
The Browns picked
What about it? And I had to tell EJ.
What kind of sense does that make?
EJ thought it was funny because obviously EJ's a troller.
Big time.
The freaking kids pulling these pranks on these fucking guys.
Yo, that was the funniest shit I've ever seen.
That was sad.
Okay.
Do you know the story, Grace? No. So just to fill the audience in, just in case you don't know, Shador Sanders and eventually it was found out that a couple other draft picks as well were prank called on numbers that no one should have other than
like Shador got this phone that day, so nobody had the phone number at all.
That was the defensive coordinator. His son got it off his iPad.
Some college kids got the number and they prank called him saying
did that shit and then posted it.
Yeah, so a kid, a defensive coordinator's son from another college, this kid from Ole Miss, called this phone that nobody has the number to. And says, I'm from the New Orleans Saints, we're going to go ahead and take you here with the next pick.
But he's excited.
And he goes, oh man, it's so great. He's like, I've been waiting, it took y'all long enough. He's like, yeah, it took long, man. But you're going to have to wait a little bit longer. Click. And then literally, as that's happening, then it goes, with the fucking 100-something pick, New Orleans Saint, and they picked a different quarterback and not him. And he's like, what the fuck just happened? Oh my God. He's like, how did anybody get this number?
That's crazy.
And then they showed the video of the kids calling, and then they showed the video of Shador on the other side with his pops outside, like out by a pool watching the TV. And they were just like, who the fuck got this number? And they're like, how did this number get out? But listen, man, at the end of the day,
this goes to show you that it's not just about your body of work. It's also
your character,
your individual, how you present yourself, how you represent yourself.
You would think after the second day, right? You don't. Yeah. At this point, I haven't gone in the first 2 rounds. I'll be grateful for any team that's willing to take me on.
Shout out to his brother. His brother did an amazing job of being a cheerleader, of supporting him. Yo, I don't know if you saw it. He said, "Yo,
shout out to 47."
No, dude. He said if you
shout out to 47.
No. He said if you're doing
this tweet, he got drafted.
He said if they're doing this to you and you're better than me, what the hell? Where the hell am I going?
Yeah, right.
And then he went to the Bucks.
Yeah, he got picked by the Bucks, and it was also dope because he said. On his stream, because he had a stream. His little brother had a stream.
They each have one going?
His older brother had a stream. And his brother was like, yo, gotta be honest with you, stream. I had to hire an agent because Dad as our agent wasn't working. No. And he wasn't lying. No. He hired Drew Rosenhaus.
I thought he was joking that
he wasn't joking.
No, his dad, listen, man, Dion was great, and he is great, and I love Dion.
But his attitude's too much.
You think he overplayed his cards?
I think, yeah. I think he tried to pull a fucking LaMelo Ball situation and it just backfired in his face.
So this is something
that LaMelo Ball.
This is something that I've dealt with in the past 3 years, and people have asked me this too, just based off the things that we do as a family. I have no intentions, either if it was EJ or Inasia, to represent either of them. Like, none.
Thank God.
I know my boundaries. I know, like...
He would have been up there.
We're going to find somebody...
But you're involved.
I'm involved, but I don't represent them. That's not
you're involved.
Yes, but that's not my job. My job is to advise and lead them in the proper path.
I'll tell you this.
But I'm not making any... Like, I'm not making no decisions.
No, but you are heavily involved.
I have to be.
I know, but
we're talking about teenagers.
You're portraying it right now as if, like, I hired somebody and I let them handle
it. No.
You're
no, not at all. No, because I'll tell them, yo, that's fucking dumb. Like, I'll tell them,
you don't sit back and let them do it.
No.
Technically, you're the agent.
No, I'm not the agent. No, I'm not.
You just.
I don't get paid.
No.
I don't get paid.
You're an unofficial. You pretty much tell that guy how to do his job.
You got Dion cutting deals for his kids. You got LeVar Ball cutting deals for his kids.
Legendary father, by the way.
I don't cut.
But that's what I'm saying. I think Dion tried to do the same thing and was like, all right, I'm
Dion.
But
here's the thing. LeVar made Big Baller brand, and he was like, I'm going to let my kids do work. Dion was like, he made a brand for his kids, and they said, I'm going to do the work.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I think he put himself out there a little too much. Like, bro, you're already the coach. You know what I'm saying? You're already at every game. Yeah. You're already walking up the sideline before every game of your son to the end zone.
They literally taught him a lesson. They humbled him.
Yeah, sure. But that's the problem, boy. He's not.
Yo, here's the thing.
He's not. Let me read to you the latest.
Joe, here's the thing, though. I still think Shador's either the second string. I think he's still the second string.
First interception in the NFL, Travis Hunter.
That would be funny. Shout out to Travis Hunter. Oh, mention that. Thank you for reminding me. So I ended up watching Travis Hunter stream because he has his own stream on YouTube. Guys, go check it out. It's dope. I noticed, and I love this because we run through this all the time. There's imperfection in his stream. He has ridiculous funds. Yo, there's times if you watch his stream starts to go dark. The sound doesn't sound right. This and that. I was sitting there. I was like, "Holy shit, we're not the only ones. This is great.
We're definitely not the only ones.
We're not the only ones."
So listen, this is what I read from Yahoo Sports. That's credible.
It still exists?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
The Toronto
Argonauts.
Did you hear me, EJ? I said Toronto.
Toronto Argonauts.
The Toronto Argonauts have added Shador Sanders to their negotiation list per Dave Naylor.
Yeah.
If he doesn't make the Browns roster and decides to play in the CFL,
rights.
Toronto will have exclusive rights to sign him.
Yeah.
This man's going to Canada.
Here's the thing.
Pack your jacket, my boy.
Now, here's the thing. If you look at their QB room, Joe Flacco, Deshaun Watson's not playing. Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett.
They have 7 quarterbacks.
They have 5.
I'm going to tell you right now.
And Shador's going to be the second string.
EJ, I'm going to tell you right now.
Behind Flacco.
The Cleveland Browns, as a fan base, are going to be calling for that kid's name.
Bro, they're going to be screaming for it.
They're going to be screaming his name.
In the past 10 years, the Browns have had 30 quarterbacks. Minimum. Like, minimum, bro.
So the funny part about it is, on draft day...
How many quarterbacks have the Cleveland Browns had in the past 10 years?
At least 50. 40, 50. 40.
40?
What did I say? Well, I said 40, 50.
They've had 40 quarterbacks the past 10 years. Yo, Kansas City, 1.
Yeah,
that's how you find your gem.
Alex Smith.
Yeah, when you find your gem. Like, bro, I'm telling you right now, mark my words, book it right here in the Jackson Dart's going to be like...
Let's not get this fucked up. He can play.
I'm not saying Shador.
Okay, I just want to make sure you and I are on the same page.
For me and my team... And I'll pull up receipts before the draft before we even got to that point.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up a receipt on Travis.
I said I want Jackson Dart.
And I'm gonna pull a receipt when you said that Travis wouldn't be able to play both sides of the ball, and Jacksonville was 100%.
Oh no! I didn't say he can't do it. I said that that shit ain't gonna last, brother. Look, and then I also.
But
he's gonna be damaged goods in a year and a half, 2 years.
Listen, no, he's not.
He hasn't even been cracked by a grown man yet, bro. He's been hit by little boys in a fucking little.
Okay, but
in a sophomore in a subpar division, bro. When he gets cracked by a man like Micah Parsons or something coming across a slot, that boy's life's gonna be like. Maybe I
no, definitely. But here's the thing.
He's gonna be a great athlete.
Who's other scrawny wide receivers? You got Justin Jefferson. You got Garrett Wilson. People like that.
Oh no!
They get cracked.
Oh, I'm not saying that.
But yeah, it's just a part of him going on the other side of the ball.
They've been hit, and they know.
I think the hard part.
Justin Jefferson said too. Who did Justin Jefferson say to during the I forgot during the playoffs? He had I don't know if it was a rapper, it was another athlete, a different athlete, but like he had him in the locker room and he goes,
No, it was Anthony Edwards.
It was Anthony Edwards.
He said,
He's
I want
like,
to get hit by Derrick Henry.
He goes, man, I can take you Derrick Henry or something like that. And Justin Jefferson was like, you couldn't even get a hit as a receiver.
Let me explain something.
He's gonna be fine. The analogy
my thing is going to be tough is what weight is he going to be at in order to be able to play?
He has to bulk up. He has to bulk up a little.
Yeah, he's got to get a little bit bulked up. But bro, at the end of the day, I'm talking about just straight wear and tear on his body, bro.
He's playing every single down.
No, he's fucking not, dude. He's
I'm
not.
excited.
I
For this year's draft here.
I want to see it.
Our fantasy football draft is going to be nutty here.
Oh yeah, it's good. There's a lot of people that went up in value. A lot of people went down in value.
Grace, you don't know because you never tuned in, but we do a fantasy football draft on stage, food catered
it's
by
fire.
Wings Plus Fire.
It's
Literally,
fire.
we do the first 3 rounds. I had to convince Joe to want to do the first 3 rounds because he didn't want to do none.
I didn't want to do it on the stage because I get flustered. I got flustered.
You didn't do that bad.
I hated my team. I started 6-0. I hated your team. I go, don't worry, watch what happens. I go, second half of the season. Sure enough, second half of the season.
So I got to bring this up because we were watching it as we were coming in here. Shout out to PSG. PSG beat Arsenal 1-0 in Champions League semifinals. We beat them at the Emirates, so we're literally going back to Parc des Princes up 1-0 Big goal by
Let's
the
put it in
Shout
terms
out
Joe
to him.
understands, right? Yankees.
I know.
he knows.
I'm just making sure.
I understand how football works.
I'm just making sure.
I watch football.
So the problem is what I deal with EJ when it comes to this. EJ always has like a negative
Yeah, because he
thing.
thinks
But
PSG
because
sucks.
in my lifetime, none of my teams have ever won a
I
trophy.
know, dog.
bro.
You're on the struggle
My
bus,
team
my
has
guy.
my trash teams has never won a trophy in my
Like
life.
this
bro.
guy.
I do.
We're called lovable losers for a reason.
No.
You got the Mets, the Jets, the
Losers,
Rangers, the
losers,
Knicks.
losers,
But see, here's the thing, and
losers.
I need you to understand.
ASU losers.
I
Oh my God! I started rooting for a college team that got bounced in the first round. Oh my
Here's the
God!
thing, and you have to understand
You gotta
this.
reevaluate
But
your
when
life.
we do win,
It feels
makes
great.
so much better.
I'm gonna bounce off the walls, yes,
It
but
makes
we
it so
suck.
much better.
How would you know? Because you haven't experienced any of those teams winning either.
What are you talking
Just
about?
the Mets.
The Mets, yeah,
Mets.
86, yeah.
Dad, you were 5 years old
That's
when the
okay,
Mets
but I
won.
remember that, dude. And that's memories that no one can ever take away from me.
You don't got to.
Yeah, you're never gonna forget it because it's never gonna happen again. We're never
He's
gonna
got
forget
him
shit.
getting tattooed on his brain.
So this kid today, and then it's funny because he goes, obviously we're watching the PSG game. We shot earlier than we normally did. Grace is with us today as well because we're trying to do something with Grace and her sister. Hopefully we could make that work. But we shot earlier, PSG game, and he goes, "Oh, I want to play basketball later with my homeboys." I'm like, homie, you're supposed to be locked into the Knicks game. What happened? Oh, never mind. I forgot. Never mind. We gotta go watch the Knicks game.
I forgot.
Because yesterday I was watching NHL Playoffs. It's so enjoyable.
It is the great.
It is
I
so
gotta see.
enjoyable.
I was literally just opening tonight to see what we got.
Hockey.
You watch Panthers, Joe?
We watched it. I
Yeah.
watched it yesterday. I was
yeah.
texting him during the game.
Yeah.
The Panthers go down. Freaking Toronto. Toronto. Yes. Tempe. Sorry.
Toronto's
Tampa
got-
Bay scores 2 goals back to back in 11 seconds. And the Panthers did it in the third period. Scored 2 goals back to back in 11 seconds.
This playoffs have been so good, bro. Like
Bro,
Edmonton Oilers game and the LA King, their first game.
Did you see
They were
Hockey?
down by 5. They tied up 5-5. Connor McDavid ties it up, and then the flukiest fucking goal I've ever seen in hockey history goes in with like 12 seconds.
Did you
left.
see the Florida
All that
Panthers
work.
guy get the get back?
Who was it? Was it Kachuk? Was it
No,
Kachuk?
so they hit Barkov in Tampa.
Ekblad.
So Ekblad
Bro,
hits
he threw the nastiest
Hagen, the same guy, elbow straight to his neck. I don't even know
Oh,
how.
I heard them talking about suspending him. Did they end up suspending him?
I don't know if they're gonna review it and suspend it.
I know they gave him. I know in the game they just gave him a 2-minute minor, and I heard they announced going.
Thank you for bringing
that
that
should
up.
be a 5-minute, 10-minute.
I am very, very vanilla when it comes to hockey, green when it comes to hockey. So I don't really know all of the rules. I just learned offsides. I know how to figure that out. I got that.
That's same soccer.
The other day,
Almost.
yesterday, one of the Panthers players gets a 5-minute major
Ooh,
Yeah.
because of blood.
he's gonna have a hearing.
Oh, he has a hearing for
Ekblad's gonna
it.
have
Five.
to
So
have a hearing.
basically, if you draw blood on a player, you get ejected.
Yeah, well, there's you can get a 2-minute, and then I think you can get a 4 and a 5. I believe. I don't know if they got rid of it, the 4, but there's a 5.
With the blood hit, that
Yeah.
was one of the other guys. The Tampa Bay guy went to go fall next to the boards.
Yeah.
I said the Panther couldn't stop in time, but
Yeah.
he full on
Hit him
Cracked
in
it,
his neck, right?
Yeah,
Neck and back,
I heard a lot of them talk about the
major
suspension,
game.
possible suspension, but man, them guys take hits and just get.
I seen the other guy. What's his name for Tampa Bay? He got a 2-minute major because his hockey stick, high stick, and went into the guy's visor.
High stick happens all the time because a lot of players, like especially defensemen, more defensemen than offensemen. When they skate with both their hands on the stick. Mm-hmm. Where like if you notice a lot of the forwards, they'll skate with it out in one hand, and they'll flop it back and forth as they're going.
Right.
So those high sticks happen all the time, and I did it to my brother one time. I split his fucking eyelid open, and the sticks back then were.
Yo, this just gave me flashbacks to Joe's black eye, bro.
We just talked about it. We just talked about it again 2 nights ago.
That's crazy.
Because somebody had black eye.
Greatest
like,
black eye, bro.
Eagle went out. They said they possible concussion. He's not playing Game 5 right now.
Oh no!
I see. At the Washington Capitals game, I forgot which one. Yo, he took.
They're up, aren't they?
Yeah, they were up. I think they're up 3. No, wait.
Check it, Jeremy, real quick.
I'll check it right now.
He's our producer. He can check it.
There's two teams that are going to get eliminated tonight.
Capitals up, right?
Yeah, Capitals are up 3-1. That's
Yeah,
right. They were about to lose that game and then came back, and then they took the goalie out, and Washington was just ripping.
So tonight is Senators versus Maple Leafs, Devils versus
Maple Leafs
Hurricanes,
could close it
Wild
out on the
versus Golden
Senators.
Knights, Oilers versus Kings.
Carolina could close it out on the Devils, and then the other two teams are the other two are split.
2-2.
Yeah,
I think Toronto
but
takes it.
I think Toronto
it's a little
takes it.
it's a little shaky for fucking Canada, man. What do they got? 5 teams? That's a lot.
It doesn't matter if they have 5 or 4 teams. I saw on McAfee they haven't won a title since 1998 or some shit like that.
Who was it? Edmonton?
I think it was the Canadians, wasn't it? Montreal?
I don't know.
I think it was the Habs. That's what they call them, right? The Habs?
Yeah, there's so many. Bro, you got Toronto Maple Leafs, Edmonton Oilers, Ottawa Senators, Montreal Canadiens.
Because McAfee likes to rub in the fact that, it might be your sport, but you guys don't win it. The United States has been winning.
But then we go to the
Four
Nations.
Nations.
That we did win, but we did lose the final.
Yeah.
And then the Olympics.
Same thing.
USA men's doesn't do so hot in the
Yeah, right.
Olympics in a long time. Women had a little run. Actually, I think they're still on the run. Actually, I don't know how, but women's hockey they've been crushing it.
Right.
But yeah,
You sure we're good on time? We're good?
You got like 4 more minutes.
Oh, we got 4 minutes. I just wanted to make sure because I'm sitting and I'm like, damn, it seems like we've been conversating for a long time, and EJ hasn't hit us with the clap yet.
do you think that ever any other countries are going to try to contest us in American football, like actual football?
Well, they're growing the game more than anything else.
Well, I know that. That's why
Germany, they're going to Australia now. They're in Brazil. They're in freaking Mexico City. They're going back to
Look at the
One
NBA.
Stadium.
No one can touch the fucking.
The NBA, I don't know, EJ, we talked about this because I showed this to EJ. The NBA is trying to explore an actual European league. So, like, for example, they'll do something like PSG.
Hate it.
PSG
Wait,
will have like
does
a
this mean
team.
more basketball?
Yes.
Well,
Hate it.
let me backtrack a second because certain teams are bearable to watch.
Listen, the whole sport for me is done.
No,
Oh,
I can't-
God.
With the buzzer beater at Denver, bruh.
He airballed it.
Luka took like 3 steps. The ball was still in Gordon's hands.
I didn't
and then
disagree
"Yeah, it was all
with
good."
the
I'm like,
travel, but I disagreed that I thought it was amazing.
I watched it super slow motion, bro, and when that light came on, Gordon's hand was still in the ball, and they still gave it to them.
So why's the whole sport though?
Because it's not as physical as it used to be when it was a
Yeah,
kid.
no, like they don't call travel no more. They call every fucking foul. You don't even if you don't even touch him.
Grace, we hold basketball to a higher standard than today's
Like back in the
generation.
day, like if somebody scored 100 points, it was wild. Now the games are 156
because offense
to
has gotten
148.
better.
No one plays defense. They don't call travels. LeBron James gets to call all the shots in basketball. Like I'm just over. He ruined the sport for me. I swear to God, I've said it 100 times. Everything was fine until LeBron James entered the league.
Right.
Once not even that, because even when he was on the Heat, it wasn't so bad. But once he started bouncing around like a little
Bouncing around. He went from Cleveland to Miami, back to his hometown, then to the league.
Bounce, brother.
My man said he didn't bounce around, dog. He
But
went from his
you're making it
hometown to
seem-
Cleveland to hometown to back to Miami to back to, and then now he's in the league.
You're
That's
making
bouncing
you're
around,
making it
dog.
seem like he's Dennis
I'm just
Schroeder.
saying,
The
Reggie
problem
Miller played
is-
same
the
team.
problem
1 year,
is
20
that his-
You're saying Reggie Miller's better than LeBron?
No,
Listen to me.
20 years, same
The
same team.
decision changed everything. The minute LeBron James left Cleveland, his
Instead of going to South
hometown,
Beach.
and going to South Beach, it changed everything.
But basketball wasn't that bad yet. Like it hadn't gotten bad. Now there's 4 super fucking teams, and the rest of them are just eating crumbs and fighting for scraps. And the super teams aren't even. That's just. I don't know.
But it's nice to see like teams like Cleveland that don't have a super team It's nice to see.
super team
Yeah, I
are the
love
Celtics.
that. But I'm
That's
just
it.
saying, the whole sport itself, like literally nobody plays basketball. Big men chuck up threes. It's just the game is just different. I don't know. It's not as physical.
It's not enjoyable.
It's not as physical either, man. Like, I mean, for instance, we're talking about hockey right now. These guys go to the bench, spit their teeth out, and go back on the ring.
I don't just.
And now I gotta watch highlights. Brandon sent me pictures of highlights of LeBron James peeking at refs to make sure he got a call on the floor. Literally, he peeked at the ref to see if the ref called him while he's holding his face.
That's EJ's king, though.
Bro,
He is the best basketball player of all time.
Hey, Brandon sends it.
Screenshots of EJ.
Brandon sends me screenshots. All you
He
see
is.
He's not.
Okay.
He's not.
Whatever,
In
Joe.
any sense, yeah. He's
Whatever,
like,
Joe.
Wait, time
Yo.
out. I'm literally.
He still don't have to say-
I'm
he doesn't-
literally.
He's
pivoting.
100
I'm
games
not-
up
I'm not
before
doing
the
it.
point.
He beat
Jordan.
Michael Jordan's scoring record in
I'm not doing
1,400
this.
less shots.
Bro,
1,400 less shots.
He sees it.
Huh?
He's on his
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Yes,
No. He
Same reason
he got to.
everybody-
No,
he
Joe,
did-
Joe, you're not listening. Joe, you're not listening.
Brett Favre?
He's not listening. He's not listening.
guy's 46 years
He
old.
got the
I hope he's
same.
breaking every
No.
record.
He got the
I
same.
cannot
No.
stand this
No,
conversation.
listen to Joe. He
your
got
fault.
to Michael Jordan's
Your
same
fault.
amount of points.
That's your fault.
What's
He
Michael
got the
Jordan's-
same-
What's Michael Jordan's finals record?
Uh,
What is it? Just say the first one.
6-0.
Yeah, 6-0. What's
Who's been in more
LeBron's?
finals? Who's been in more finals?
Who's lost more?
What does it matter?
Who's lost more
Wait,
finals?
you're not. Listen.
Who's been to more,
Listen.
lost more? LeBron.
No, listen.
Who bubbles back more? LeBron.
Jordan
Who has
ended.
all
Jordan
All-Star
ended
every
his.
time.
Jordan.
LeBron.
Hold on.
Win.
One
You
second.
gotta lose to
Look.
win.
can't win. He
No,
can't
look.
win.
Jordan ended his career with 36,000 points. LeBron got to 36,000 points and 1,400 less shots.
Bruh.
That's automatic score.
Jordan's got like 100 and something more 40-point games in him.
Yo,
What is 40-point games?
In 7 less
What?
seasons.
What?
7.
Bro, because
Seven.
LeBron
You know how many
averages.
games
He
in-
averages.
What's
Stop.
that? Hey, can you break out your
Stop.
calculator? Can you give me a calculator?
why you keep doing? You like doing
Because
this?
he's a douchebag. Hey, can you do 7 times? What is that? How many games? 82 or something?
Oh my god.
That's fucking. That's,
I was gonna ask about the women's game. What do you think about?
what, women's basketball?
What about it?
That needs to be wiped off the face here.
Well, first off, let me finish. Wait, hold on, Joe. Slow down. Hold on.
All right, now the face surf, but it has to be a get off TV.
Joe, hold on.
I'm just saying.
Wait. I see where he's coming from.
Honestly,
These
there's
ladies-
more
Yo,
skill.
hey, you ready for the LeBron James of women's basketball?
Who? Caitlin
Injuries.
No, Angel Reese.
Clark? Oh.
Injuries.
No, she ruining the whole
So then,
sport.
wait. So Caitlin Clark,
the
what?
sport
Steph Curry?
is growing.
Caitlin Clark is Steph Curry of the WNBA. Absolutely.
Okay.
Like the sport's
Absolutely.
growing together. Yeah, the sport's growing together. You don't need to take, like, what's it called?
I do
Not
like
really
the
for
idea
everything.
of the tournament style shit that they're doing. at
Yeah,
WNBA.
like the sport's growing, but people are doing too
I
much.
think the women's sport is gaining more interest and stuff
It
like
was
that. Listen,
until Angel Reese.
but until you can actually show real monetary value behind it, no one is going to be able to respect it the way it needs to be respected.
Exactly. Like for
So,
instance,
for example,
the hockey players.
in
Get
order
paid dirt. They
in
fucking
order-
lose their teeth and eyeballs every game. They get paid the lowest at
in
any.
order for the WNBA to exist, NBA franchises that own the WNBA report negative amounts of money coming in. So it's growing, but it's not generating income.
No, so like when Angel Reese put out a statement saying, "I know we shouldn't get." We've talked about this. And she's like, "I know we shouldn't get paid as much as the men because we don't generate that much revenue, but because me and Caitlin Clark have came into the league, more people are watching the sport. So I think that our payroll should be adjusted by how many people are watching the sport." And an analyst from the NBA said, based on how much money the WNBA brings in and what you guys are getting paid, if we switched it so you guys get paid based on viewership, every woman in the NBA, the WNBA, would have to pay back the
Money,
league
yeah.
$25,000
because they don't make enough.
because they're losing money with
Yeah,
the league.
yeah.
That's why they switched it to
So
the tournament
basically,
style.
the owners of the teams that own the WNBA teams subsidize the cost
He said it
from
against
the
the
NBA.
wipe off face of the
pretty
earth.
much.
Sure.
Saying, bro.
Yeah.
If you, I mean,
That was
I'm just
crazy.
saying it like
That was his troll.
that
was
wasn't a
his-
troll. That was from a business standpoint. Like, if you're doing something that's consistently losing money every year, what is the fucking point?
I mean, it
No, but
depends.
with these
'cause-
girls
oh, wait,
stars,
time out.
these
Whoa.
girl stars growing.
It depends, Joe,
Good.
because
listen, I don't.
you're
I have 3
investing.
daughters, bro. I love
Wait,
everything. that
you're
women do.
investing. You're
I'm just saying,
investing.
women's basketball.
You're investing in the future of the sport.
Is there a future of the
He
sport?
didn't mean like. why
That's
did
a
you
great
say
question, but that's not what we're asking.
Why
though.
did we
Just say,
start
is
off
there a
with
future of the sport?
But why'd you start it like that? You
So,
said wipe it off the face.
let me get
of
back-
the
Business standpoint, gotta go. It's a fucking. It's an
Nah.
expense.
They just.
Let me get back to
credit for
what I
something
was
they
trying to get to before these guys went off on this stupid ass debate.
Oh, because it's
Earlier in the show, you had asked before the show had started, or EJ and you were going back and forth on this dumbass debate between 100 men and one silver rack gorilla. And these guys are out of their minds. The silverback gorilla will take these individuals.
No one said silverback.
Grab
They
them
just
by
said
like
gorilla.
this and split them.
Wait a
I
second.
was with you the whole time.
Wait a second.
I said it.
100?
100
100
men.
men.
Versus
100
the
wait,
silverback
Joe.
gorilla.
100 grown men. This is the scenario that I was told. Joe.
I think 100 grown men can do it.
No shot.
100?
No shot.
No.
20 on each limb.
Listen. The scenario I was
20
told.
grown men on one group.
Bro, everyone's got to go at once. You can't
That's
go
what I
one at a
said.
time.
I said that.
You go one at a time. Some
But
backs
then
take
who's gonna hold the
his
gorilla's
winning
head from
that.
biting?
The minute the gorilla finishes 5 dudes, it's a wrap. The rest
First
of
of
them
all,
are running.
First of all, pause.
Yeah,
Second of all,
Pause what? The
you said
gorilla's gonna finish 5 dudes.
Finish
Well,
Finish them.
Finish them?
Yes, like Mortal Kombat. Finish them.
Wait, Sam.
Wait,
No,
pause.
finish them.
No, like listen, it's sink or swim.
I said-
Everyone's got to go at once.
Yeah,
or
I
that'd be
say
great.
these men, they don't stop when they see like.
No,
someone
like yeah.
else.
If you all right, hold on. Let's switch it.
going.
How about 100 like Vikings, like from the show?
They would kill it.
Spartans? 100
like
Spartans?
100 real
Wait,
Vikings.
do they get tools or no?
No.
No, bare hands.
100 bare-handed Vikings could take on a gorilla.
Yeah.
Because I know the Vikings ain't back.
No, here's the thing.
It's skull and everyone just dies.
Jojo.
How big
Joe,
is a gorilla?
It's just
I mean, a silverback,
it's
they
just a
get
normal.
big.
They get to 6 feet on their 2 feet. But what's
Joe,
my
they
painted
are-
picture?
They're like they can flip cars and
My
shit.
painted picture,
Shit.
the picture I was painting is that they're in the middle of nowhere, 100 men, and the gorilla charges at one guy, and all the 100 men are near. That's what I think. I think the men can win.
I was thinking more of an
But I
organ.
The
think
way
the gorilla
you're
can win.
picturing it is in a perfect scenario.
Yeah.
That is not happening.
No.
The
Yo,
the first
you see
person that
these
comes to the
fights?
gorilla's gonna bite his head off and it'll be a wrap.
Yo, people have been sending me these fights online that are 10v2
Yeah.
and 5v5.
Yeah.
Bro, the UFC fights.
Yeah.
Bro, you seen them yet, EJ?
What?
A couple of them going viral. It's like the 10v2 like UFC fighting in other countries. Literally
No.
10 guys on 2.
Yeah.
And then there was 5 versus 5 I just watched. It was Finland versus the Netherlands, and they beat the shit out of each other. Like
They don't play around.
no, like if one guy falls, that guy goes over here. Now 2 guys are jumping this guy.
That Chinese dude, you saw that first round? I sent it to you. He split his head. You saw it?
Oh yeah, bro.
Ridiculous. Nuts.
I love watching them.
First round. The guy has not fought one fight that has gone out of the first round yet.
Bro, there's a couple guys like that. Yo, because now it's like such a big thing, bro. Like I was watching throwback UFC shit, bro. Oh my god, there was like no, bro. There was no rules in that shit.
Funny that you bring that up. I saw a clip the other day, and I'm pretty sure it's because we follow the same stuff. Where Joe Rogan, shout out to the Godfather podcast.
Oh yeah.
He was talking about how Fedor, who's massive
Yeah.
in UFC, in mixed martial arts, that they never brought Fedor over to UFC because the Russian mob that is tied into his stuff and his negotiations literally was negotiating with Dana.
Yeah.
And they're on some like other level shit. Like they want like part of the promotion.
Yeah, they didn't
like,
give that shit up.
Dana's not giving none of that up.
Yeah.
And it was like it got to the point where Dana had to hire like extra security because he's really tied into like
Yeah.
real Russian
Yo, Joe
mafia
Rogan's the real
dude.
deal. Did you ever see the video of Joe Rogan teaching GSP that kick?
No.
Bro.
Oh, you mean him fighting?
Yeah, they were in some like underground like gym.
Right.
And Joe Rogan literally is teaching George St. Pierre like the kick that like he got famous for.
I just saw George St. Pierre talking about ayahuasca. He was literally talking about
Oh, yeah,
how he's
he just-
like into that stuff now, and he's always
I don't think I can do
wondering
it.
about dimensions and
I
portals.
don't think I can do
and
it. I'm not into seeing shit.
You probably would see a bunch of shit.
I'm scared of it. I
You
just
probably meet the fucking Beatles and shit.
I'm fucking chilling with fucking Biggie and Tupac. I don't know. That shit is not for me, man. I hear.
He'd be like, yo,
I don't know what I would see,
who
dog.
really killed you, motherfuckers?
Yeah. You can tell me I ain't gonna say shit. No, I don't know. Like I'm just even growing up, like when everyone was doing drugs and shit, like I wasn't into the psychedelic scene shit. Like people were like, oh, take this, yo, you start the walls start
No,
dripping.
no chance.
The walls start dripping, everything flowers. I'm like, cool.
No, not me.
I've never done mushrooms, done that shit. It's not for me, bro. Like
I'm good.
I'm good with the way my eyes see the real life. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Absolutely.
I don't need to see walls melting. Like none of that sounded cool to me.
Absolutely not.
Walls
now I-
melting, flowers coming.
Everything, bro. Like this lamp melts. That camera turns into a fucking spider, and it's just like, yo.
Where is it? I think it's Philadelphia, San Francisco, New York. They got these drugs now. I think people on the Flacco, whatever the hell they are.
Flacco
they're
was
literally-
Flacco's
they're
here.
bending over.
Flacco's here.
Flacco's
Flacco's
just like
Florida.
it's
That is like the K2.
I don't know why we're talking about Flocka, bro. Like, what kind of Kodak song is this, bro?
No, I'm just saying. Like
Flacco
these people are
is-
knocking
Yeah, I know
out
Flacco
on
is-
this stuff.
Everywhere.
Just joking. I'm just joking.
Flacco fucked up a lot of people, bro. That shit was it was cheaper than crack. If you could
Oh my God.
put crack dealers out of
Is
business.
this like a drug 101?
Bro, no, I swear to God, if you were able to put a crack dealer out of business, that's unheard of. Because crack's like the cheapest drug in the entire world. Bro, they were selling $2 hits of Flocka by my rehab.
How about the funniest thing?
$2
$2 hits, bro.
like.
$2 hits. And these guys are putting it
Not
in
trying
the
to
end
find
of
out
the
what this is like.
No, time.
Whitney
No.
Houston was famous for that shit. She did an interview back in the days with Barbara Walters and
Choppers.
when she was sitting there talking about, they were asking her how she has an addiction. They were like, "Are you addicted to crack?" She's like, "Crack is cheap."
Yeah.
She goes, "No, I'm not addicted to crack."
No, I'm coke. I like the rich people stuff. But meanwhile, she was smoking crack. Her
Yeah,
and
she
Bobby-
was. She
her and
just,
Bobby
she just
Brown.
didn't want to admit it
Yeah,
for
her
sure.
and Bobby Brown. Freebasing. Well, because listen, rich people freebase coke, okay? So that in their brain, they're not smoking crack.
Right.
Oh my God.
In hindsight, you're a crackhead.
Relax.
We're talking about all this old
Relax.
stuff, this old drugs.
What's the
man.
problem?
God. Why,
Why-
the
why-
why-
transition, it
why-
went from sports to crack cocaine.
Where's
We're
my
talking about-
subject?
Well, I mean, literally, sports players and drugs.
What did you want to say?
We didn't get to talk about women's soccer.
Oh, we'll talk about that too. I
Any
don't care.
women soccer players doing ayahuasca?
not even that though. So Grace, it's not
Yo,
fair,
Joe,
it's not
you
fair to
know-
her. It's not fair to her. Hold on one second. It's not fair to her. This is Grace's first time here. Grace, we talk about this shit all the time.
We're huge fans. Of
We're
soccer.
huge fans of this ass.
Listen, that sport has way more potential than women's basketball.
Of course.
Oh, God.
100%.
Like, turn up the volume on women's soccer
No,
and
he's
turn
right,
down
he's
the
right,
volume
he's
on
right.
women's NBA, and we'll
From
be
all
right.
of it, from NWSL, from in the EPL, from the
International,
everything. That thing is just like this. Like it's just a rise.
Listen, I love women in sports. I think that they're 10 times more competitive
not
than men
basketball.
are. But like women's basketball
They
for
got
me is
dignity.
like, and when you watch women's basketball, and I'm not even trying to make a joke. This is dead ass serious. I watched the game, and there was like 4 ex-girlfriends on the same court. I swear to God, one of her teammates got into it with her girlfriend who was on the opposing team, and she attacked her teammate to protect her girlfriend. That's too much for me, man. I love y'all girls.
That's when you check. That's when you check out.
I'm fucking checked out on that, bro. Oh, there's baby mama drama going on in court with all women.
Right.
That makes no sense to me.
So
Baby mama.
because
can't
I don't
do
know
it.
because I don't know if Joe knows this. Just so you know, so Grace is a soccer player. She's going to play D1 soccer at Wisconsin.
for you.
So
Congratulations.
that's the main reason why she's so interested in it. That's her
Yes.
motivation. That's
No, I
her-
love soccer. Listen, my daughter plays soccer. I wish she would get her head out of her ass right now, but that's neither here nor there. But she's an amazing soccer player. So,
Right.
and I love watching soccer. Period.
I mean, he watches Ine.
I watch all Ine's games. I watch as much soccer as I can possibly watch. I love watching
The
soccer.
that sport has nothing to worry about. That
Tune
sport.
into the Big Ten.
I don't know.
That sport is in good hands. That sport has nothing to worry
No,
about.
absolutely not.
They
If
gener-
anything, the only place they can go from right here is up. Now you got Drake. You got Drake. Hey, you got Drake at the World Cup next year.
I called it. I
You got
called
Drake-
that.
Hey, you got Drake at the World Cup next year. This is gonna open.
Did I
up-
call that? Yes or no? Pin that. I said Drake would perform at the
But here's the
World
thing. Here's
Cup
the thing. He
final.
didn't say that.
So I'm
But
sorry.
he's low key like a avid hater. Super Bowl halftime show. It was trash. Yeah. He went upstairs. What?
I didn't want to see none of that shit.
Bro, it
It's like,
was
sit down, relax.
garbage. I walked from.
It
my
was
car-
everyone admits
I
it was
walked from my
garbage,
girl-
but you
listen,
didn't have to do that much
I've watched
hating.
a lot of Super Bowls in my life, brother. I've never walked out on a halftime show. I walked from my
And I watched
garage-
the goddamn Who perform at the Super Bowl.
Yo, I
Like,
watched. I
Who
think I
are
seen
you?
Hanson at one.
I watched that.
Fucking. But no,
talking
for real though, like I don't know. I told Rob too. My brother's like, yo, if you were a Kendrick fan, you would have loved it. I just thought the production was bad. I couldn't really hear any of the music he was saying until he got to A minor, and the only reason you heard that is because they shut the music off, and the whole stadium said it.
Yeah.
But for me, like to do a halftime show at the Super Bowl, you need to have a catalog with at least 10 to 15 bangers that everybody knows.
You just want to
single
let
year
Wayne
too.
do it.
He should have.
In New Orleans, he should have.
He
Anywhere
should've.
else, I'm not going to say Wayne in every other city, but in fucking New Orleans,
He
bro.
should've. He should've.
Nobody in the history of music will sell more records from Louisiana.
And Jeremy, just for the record, next time these two guys go at it for LeBron James, Michael Jordan, I'm walking off. I'm literally walking off.
listen.
I'm walking off so he can come sit down here.
Hey,
Start with Jason. Don't do
listen, all right.
God.
I'm gonna foul right now. Right now.
No, you're not, because he's gonna get you
No,
going.
he's not. He can say whatever the hell he wants. I'm not even fucking arguing. I'm gonna say this, and that's it. Michael Jordan, he was the greatest basketball player to ever live.
Ever.
LeBron is not.
You
he's
just
not
lied.
even, LeBron's not even two. LeBron's not even
Oh
two.
my God!
Kobe Bryant is still.
Oh my God!
I love Kobe.
There you go. Just a friendly reminder, guys. Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment on I Apologize in Advance. That's the podcast that Joe does with his dad and his brother. It's shot at Podcast.
It's gonna be a
Shout out
funny
to
episode
Christian.
tomorrow. I got a lot of funny shit to talk about. We went to Barrett Jackson. That was fun.
I didn't bring up any of that.
I know.
I wanted to make sure.
He got me fired up. We were rolling and shit.
I didn't want to bring up none of that
Yeah,
stuff. Trust me, I heard all of the stories. But guys, you have to tune into I Apologize
Yeah.
in Advance. It's on YouTube and all your podcast platforms.
Tomorrow's gonna be
Subscribe,
fun.
like, and comment. Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
mean,
Tomorrow's gonna be fun because we were bidding on cars by accident.
Leave it for the show.
Fine, I'll give him a little teaser right now. Yeah, we were bidding on cars by accident. We ended up buying some. I'm gonna talk about it tomorrow. But yeah, we had a good time. We had little Robert in the drift car. I turned the camera around thinking this kid was gonna be like
The truck you
like
showed.
this.
The truck you showed on your social.
Which one? I showed a lot.
I think it was orange.
Oh yeah.
That
wait till you hear that. Wait till you hear that story.
The trucks. Oh, no, not the orange. Oh, no.
The orange pickup truck.
He didn't see that one. He seen
I
the
saw the
candy
orange
one.
pickup truck.
The orange pickup truck.
candy one.
No, the orange pickup truck.
No, you seen the nice one.
Yeah.
You didn't see the 1970 orange and white one my dad accidentally bid on.
Shut up!
No one's seen it because it was in the back. I had to stop the video and screenshot it because I didn't have any other pictures of this truck by accident. But yeah, it was a good time. We had a really great time. We had Robin in the drift car out on the track.
Nice.
Bro, I thought I was gonna turn the camera around. This kid was gonna be freaking out. I turn around, he's going like that, eating French fries. It's nothing. This car is fucking sideways, DJ. Just sliding down a track. This kid just eating French
Well,
fries.
guys, that's going to conclude today's episode of the EC Show. Make sure you click like, subscribe on all podcast platforms, on Rumble and on YouTube. Once again, the show is sponsored by KD Power Greens, an Urban Farm Microgreens company that I own with my kids. Also, if you want to get all of your EC Respect merch to support the show, please go visit EnasiaColon.com. That's ENASIACOLON.com. And good luck to Abe and the New York Bluebirds at the Grass League this weekend. Shout out to the
Have a
boys.
good draft, boys.
LeBron is the GOAT.